News Network, and you are the fans. So, welcome. It's November 15th. It's midweek and mid-month. We're halfway, right in the middle of November. Next week, we'll be talking about it being Thanksgiving Eve on Wednesday. So, it has been a very incredibly fast year, really. I want to welcome you. This is a good opportunity to invite your friends, and because they probably want to know what's going on in the news too, right? Let me just straighten some things, make some room. We're right in the middle of a grand circus in the grand old circus party. Are we not? Right in the middle of it. I'm telling you, it does seem like it was just summer. Totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah, so can you believe what we're going through in this country? Can you believe that these clowns are pretending like they know what they're doing? Well, they don't. They're pretending they know what they're doing. Anyway, speaking of it being the end, I mean, like, it seems like summer was just... This is a picture of a sunflower that was just hanging on. It's right by the beach. That's the spirit. I think that's so pretty. That's the spirit sunflower, and the sun is right above it. Yeah, really pretty. So anyway, on Monday I was talking about how completely horrified that we are that Trump is going. That should clear up in a second. My Wi-Fi is in the process of rebooting a little bit. So the reason, oh, you like my nature shorts? Yeah, I got another one I'm gonna put up in a little bit after this. So the reason that Trump was acting so horrible was really that he needs attention, and he really does. He needs attention. So that's why over the weekend, it's really for shock. Remember the shock jocks? Remember when Howard Stern was a big shock jock? It's the same thing. It's worse, but it's the same idea. It's the same kind of motivation behind it. Is Trump has to shock people, but he really does mean what he's saying, but he has to shock people in order to ensure that he's getting the attention that he's addicted to. So he's a malignant narcissist, and he's literally wired so that if he doesn't get his fix of attention, and the more negative the attention, the better, then he just kind of like falls apart. So he's succeeding in keeping his name in the news. He's succeeding in keeping his heinous posts in the news. He's definitely, with the help of lamestream media, treating him as though he's relevant, but they're getting a little better, I noticed. They're actually reporting on how he's a Hitler wannabe. So it does. It creates a shock. It creates waves, and it keeps them in the news. And any kind of attention, as long as it's a whole bunch of attention, any kind of attention, as long as it's a lot, is what he needs. Yes, we are being forced to come together. We really are. And I took some notes. They're not in front of me, but I might grab them because I want you to know what I'm starting to see. So talk amongst yourselves. I want to grab my notes. Hang on. Because we are a pro-democracy channel, and I have a pro-democracy group, Grassroots of Democracy, Thomas just showed up with the aliens. They're everywhere. I wanted to let you know what's going on. A couple of points. I want to remind everyone that Ali Velshi, he's on MSNBC, has a banned book club. And I wanted to mention that Pink, the singer Pink, has decided that she's going to go ahead and hand out banned books at her Florida concerts. And this is called the Trust Fall Tour. Trust Fall Tour. And yeah, Darren's saying exactly. The negative attention is also very reinforcing for Trump. Among the banned books that Pink is handing out at her concert in Florida, yeah, she's awesome. I love, she's got a great song about self-love. I'm trying to remember the name of it. She's going to hand out Toni Morrison's book, Beloved, which is about, I think it's about slavery. There's some history of slavery in that book, and it's been banned in Florida. So Pink is going to hand out that book, and also one by Todd Parr called The Family Book. Stacia Deutsch's Girls Who Code. And also, this one just horrifies me, Amanda Gorman's book, which is the poem that she read at the inauguration, The Hill We Climb. So Pink is going to go ahead and hand out those books. This is what we need. Taylor Swift, as we know, is getting fans registered to vote. She's a billionairess now. She has mega fans, and we all know that. It's really significant. And I mentioned Ali Velshi has a banned book club, and this is what we need. We need for people to really have their voices be heard. Yeah, yay, Pink. So it's great. So stay on top of these things, because along with the horribleness that we're seeing in this crazy government, or along with the horribleness, we're also seeing people rising up and fighting back and saying, not on our watch. So it's good. It's good. On Monday, I was really looking to show you, I really wanted to show you the similarities between, this isn't the picture that I was looking for. I guess I deleted it because I didn't want to look at his ugly face, but this is Trump and Mussolini side by side. And see it? Do you see it? He looks more tired in this life, but he's quite a bit older than he was in that lifetime. I don't Thomas is saying, ooh. I just wanted to show you the similarities. You can't look, well, you know, I'm just telling you that that's what's going on. Wait, just a couple more. Just a couple more. There's the, okay, look at how this is Mussolini. Look at how he juts his chin out. And if somebody said that's Trump, you'd probably believe him. Or believe them, right? That jutting the chin out is pretty telltale. Anyway, you can look these up. You can look up the pictures of Mussolini and just, you know, tell me what you think. The madness is hard to mask. Barbara's puking. All right. So we're seeing an absolute clown show. I want you to know that psychically what I pick up is when we push back, they get nervous. Yeah, the economy is roaring, right? We're not hearing about that from the media because they're addicted. I mean, I just was listening to another poll and I shut it off again. It wasn't a Biden-Trump poll, but it was a poll about how Americans are feeling about democracy. And the poll was saying something like, oh, like 26% or something crazy of people just are feeling bad about, you know, about democracy as a form of government. I turned it off. Read banned books. Anyhow, let's grab some cards, shall we? So So I was looking for pictures in my phone. Barbara Streisand did a talk show against 45. Yeah, she's been on talk shows lately because she just came out with a book, I think. I was scrolling through my phone looking for the pictures of Mussolini, and you know how you save old pictures on your phone and old videos? I have a video from January 21st, 2021, which was Inauguration Day. And so January 21st, 21, and I was talking on the video. That's when I used to post on Facebook from PNN, and I was just talking about how I lit candles and we were saying prayers and novenas for safety at the Inauguration Day, and Jesus, so much has happened, and sometimes we just have to remember where we were and be grateful that we're not there anymore, even though we're still in the thick of it. What we're starting to see now is an absolute clown show. Yeah, well, you know, write to the talk shows if you write to these places. I tell you all the time, someone saying tired of media talking about Biden's age. That's getting kind of old, pun intended. Warren's waiting for 200 people to show up. Wednesday's kind of a light night. It's like people are busy on Wednesdays or something. But once we have 200 people, we'll do a group hug. I'm going to pull 3 cards about where the Trump lawyers are at right now. Yeah, the jokes about Biden's age are just, they're not really working. Because, you know, when you tell a joke too many times, it just gets old. So, let me do a different question. Let's do that. How are Trump's lawyers feeling right now? It's spaghetti night. It's Prince Spaghetti night, Cheryl said. Well, you can eat spaghetti and watch PNN, right? Canadian media is also being ridiculous. Yeah, you know, they'll be ridiculous till it doesn't work anymore. And it's really just important just to write to them. Just express how you feel. And write to your senators and representatives. Write to everybody. Send emails. Make calls. Just do it all. Do it all. Warren's saying PNN is the best. And that's what we do at PNN. I mean, that's what we do at Grassroots of Democracy. We do it here, too. What does the word vermin mean? I don't even know. I think it means like rats or something. I didn't bother to look it up. Thank you guys for the compliments. We are a pro-democracy channel. So the question is, how are Donald Trump's lawyers doing right now? Vermin means rats, etc. Joe Biden is in China right now. We can get to that. This is how... this is about Trump's lawyers. The death card's coming up about Trump's lawyers. So I'm seeing that some of Trump's lawyers have come to the end of the line. Negotiations are happening between Trump and the lawyers, and what I pick up about that is we think... if somebody doesn't work for Trump, if they're just not effective in defending all his crimes, he just ditches them. The cases against him are so strong, so that's what these lawyers are up against. So no matter what they do, it's like putting lipstick on a pig. That terrible, stupid saying. They can't really make it work. They can't make it work. Trump's lawyers have the death card and the Four of Pentacles, which is kind of going back to the drawing board, but they don't have much to work with. They're kind of hoarding what they have. They don't have much to work with. So, and the strength of these cases is just getting too big. So, the death card indicates that some of Trump's lawyers are on their way out. Let's ask about the the dippy Alina Habba. Is she finished? Yeah, Alina Habba looks like is finished. I haven't heard any news. Kevin assaults GOP. Yeah, we'll get to that. I turned on the news yesterday and I'm like, what is going on? Are they just having a bar brawl? What is happening? Anyway, Alina Habba, it looks like Alina Habba's finished. Did anyone see clips of Alina Habba talking about the poor Trump kids? The poor Trump children? Did anybody see that? Oh, those poor kids. Oh, the court's taken New York City, and Alina Habba's out there. I mean, I don't know how she lives with herself. She should be an embarrassment to herself. These kids, these Trump children, the court takes them away from their families. Boo-hoo! Unfreaking believable. They're grown adults. Unbelievable. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of jaw-dropping things that are happening right now. Yeah, we didn't have a shutdown. We did not have a shutdown. Mike Johnson, he didn't want to take that risk. Let's see. Really furious about the lies. Really, we're so furious about the lies. We're so furious about how when people treat you like you're stupid, it's really infuriating. So let's pull 3 cards about Habba, even though I just got about Alina Habba specifically. Oh, the poor Trump children, you're ripping them away from their families for a couple hours, right? Honestly. Habba's actually younger than the 45 kids. Oh, that's funny. How's it going to go for Habba? Oh, well, I get the 4 of Pentacles again. She's hanging on. She's in the cult. She's in the Trump cult. Alina Habba's in the Trump cult. She's hanging on. This is massive heartbreak, and I got this card again. So this is the card of negotiating, hoarding, holding on. 6 of Wands is coming up. There's some evidence against her. I'm getting something about January 6th. I think that these cases can't be disconnected. Well, I know it's New York City, but there's something going on there. Like I connect, for example, Aileen Cannon. I connect her indirectly with January 6th, just in terms of being in that world, in that realm. You feel sorry for Habba's mother? I mean, Habba's kids? Well, you know, those souls choose. They choose, you know. Our souls choose. I know it's hard to believe that sometimes for some people. But we've all had lifetimes that have been horrible. We have all had lifetimes where we have been horrible. Trump calls them good boys. Yeah. I'm trying to think if my parents call me a little girl. No, they don't call me. No. Doesn't happen. Waiting for Cannon to be removed. So I mentioned Cannon because I'm mentioning Alina Habba, and I'm mentioning Cannon because it's very similar energy. So, yes, let's pull 3 cards about. Anyway, Habba's gone. Habba's going away of Takapina. Republicans are writing ads for Democrats themselves. I know it's true. And not for anything, but I saw a little clip of Marjorie Taylor Greene. That woman has no clue how government even works. I mean, a lot of people don't know how government works, which is why we need more civics. But she's so stupid. And when you watch these people, you really have to ask yourselves, do we have to put up with this? You want to become a moderator? I think I have enough wrenches. Thanks though. Yeah, I mean, and Boebert is not going to make it. Lauren Boebert's not going to be reelected. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't think she's going to be reelected. Let me see. Is Lauren Boebert going to be reelected? No. Lauren Boebert will not be reelected. The Marjorie Taylor Greene, will she be reelected? I'm getting a no on that. Cannot believe that Habba is a lawyer. I know, it's really unbelievable. Yeah. Hey, Damon. Boebert's another hot mess. So what we want to see and what we want to visualize is these people that have no business. Like, who did I just see who is making a complete ass of himself? It wasn't Chip Roy. It was the other one. It's Biggs, maybe. There will be a blue tsunami. There was a blue tsunami last Tuesday. The more people pay attention, and they are, the more people pay attention, Comer, Chip Comer, the more people pay attention, the less power these idiots will have. And I mean, they're going after the FBI. Didn't somebody say on Monday or on Friday that there was a death threat against Marjorie Taylor Greene? And the FBI tracked the guy down? And she's still up there trying to defund the FBI. And try to weaken, they're all up there, trying to weaken our national security. And they're all up there trying to help Vladimir Putin. And then I get people on the news, the anchors saying, like, why are they doing this? Because they're working for Putin. Once 45 is out of power, Warren Green, 45 is out of power. I mean, everybody reflect. He's a citizen. Damon wants to go punch Kevin McCarthy. Yeah, Kevin McCarthy's like punching people. So literally, I saw a clip. It was on Midas Touch. I think it was Andy Biggs. Tell me if you know if it was Andy Biggs. They actually, I feel like if you look at what's going on with these mock clown hearings, and you go, how could they be acting like that? How could they be acting like that? How could they just be making things up? Like photoshopping things to make them look like something that they're not. Not done well either. I mean, they might as well take the Sharpie out. Literally saying to, I think it was to Christopher Wray, showing a picture of these big buses on January 6th that arrived, and trying to say that in those buses there were FBI agents dressed up like Trump supporters. Did you see that one? That they're trying to tell you that. Honestly. And after January 6th, when I actually heard that the MAGA people were blaming Antifa, I kind of did like a, wait, that means they wouldn't be for Trump if they're anti-fascist. Why would anti-fascists be at a rally and riot and storm the Capitol because they wanted fascism? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, Christopher Wray was good, the little bit that I caught of it. Go to Midas Touch, they cover everything. Literally showing a picture of buses and saying there were fake Trump supporters. They were actually, I mean, really, how stupid do they think we are? That they were actually FBI agents dressed in Trump supporter costumes. I guess it's a thing. Was anybody a MAGA for Halloween? I mean, honestly. Let's pull 3 cards about how that, trying to defund the FBI. You defund the FBI, you have no national security. Right? You hold up the military, you have no national security. You steal secret documents, classified documents. You have no national security. Let's change that, shall we? Those buses were arranged for the Trumpers by the Trumpers. Yes, and he's actually saying, oh, no. Who would want to dress up as a Trump supporter and go to the Capitol? Would you? So stupid. You're right. You're right, Cheryl. The strength card just came up. It just flipped itself over. It's as stupid as defund the police. I agree. It's insane. All right. So, how's that going to go? It's not going to go well for them. It's not going to go well for them. This is interesting because what I'm picking up on is these mock clown hearings are making it worse for them. And it would be, they would have more success. I don't want to be telling them how to succeed, but I don't think any of the MAGA people in our government are watching my channel. Damon, come on, Annette. You know you're dying to dress like a Trump supporter. It never even occurred to me. But they're making it worse for themselves, these MAGA heads, because they're just revealing who they really are. Damon, you want to get me a MAGA hat? My P.O. box is underneath the video. Maybe I could make a bonfire. They're making it worse for themselves. So what these cards are saying about these MAGA idiots who are trying to, well, first of all, beat each other up. They're turning on each other. I know it's not funny, but it kind of is. It'll be funnier when this is all past. What their loss is the Democrats' gain. And if I hear Marjorie Taylor Greene say Democrat whatever, using the word Democrat, which is a noun, as an adjective, I'm gonna go ballistic. That would be an interesting role play. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine being a Trump supporter, but I do understand how people get in the cult. So it's making the Democrats stronger. We all need to get out there and blow our horns for the Democrats. Because this is not, it's going to make it worse. I mean, case in point, did you see James Comer and Moskowitz? Am I getting his name right? From Florida? The representative from Florida? I couldn't get over yesterday either. I agree. He called Comer out for some kind of illicit scandal where Comer wrote his brother a check for $200,000 for a loan and paid it back to Jim, and he was saying, Comer is trying to say that Biden was doing something nefarious and illicit and illegal by loaning his brother when he wasn't even in office. Joe Biden was not in office at the time. Loaning his brother $200,000 and then the check back from his brother for $200,000. And Comer's trying to, you know what they do? They talk over. Turned into a shouting match. I'm surprised Comer didn't, get violent. I'm glad he didn't. So he got the video of the buses. Yeah, speaking of those buses, where's the video of who got out? No, there wasn't that. Moskowitz, yeah. Gerald, is it? Moskowitz? Do I have his right first name? Allegedly, Deutsche Bank has filed a notice of foreclosure on something called Mara Lago. When did you hear that? What is the first day of deer hunting season? I apologize for being all over the place tonight, but the moon is in Sag. Today felt better energetically than Monday. Felt really like new moon in Scorpio, and there was so much going on, and not that there isn't still. Marjorie Taylor Greene actually went to college. Are you sure? I think she just mailed in and got a mailed in, she got a degree mailed to her. So, is that true, Warren, that Deutsche Bank is wanting to foreclose on Mara Lago? I hadn't heard that. I'm going to pull 3 cards asking about these mostly female rock stars standing up against fascism. Taylor Swift is doing it in a, an indirect way. Pink is passing out banned books. I can't believe, it's so offensive that, that any books are banned at all. But, it's a direct, FU to Biden and Amanda Gorman to ban The Hill We Climb because it was the inauguration poem. Warren, you want me to read on that, on Mara Lago and Deutsche Bank? I'll do that. Are they going to foreclose on Mara Lago? Does he technically really own it? I'm pulling 3 cards about that right now. Somebody's saying that it's not real news, but actually, it's just a matter of time before Trump loses Mara Lago. That's what I see. Because he's just going to run out of money. But I have this feeling that somebody else is paying the bills. I don't know what that means. I'm kind of getting the sense about Mara Lago that in a certain amount of time, it will be taken from Trump. I feel like it's going to be taken over by somebody else. The financial, the bank would take it over. But I actually feel like it's already been taken over. So, does that make sense, Warren? About Mara Lago? His son-in-law's, that might be it. Okay, Damon's saying that Jared is paying for Mara Lago. I don't feel like Trump is paying for Mara Lago. Where's Melania? That seems to be the question. Let's ask. Yeah, I'm picking up really strongly that Trump doesn't pay the bills for Mara Lago. Somebody else is paying the bills. So I know it's satire, but I'm seeing some realness in that. Has Saudi Arabia taken it over? That is a thing with the Trumpsters, with the Trumps. Let's ask. Will Saudi Arabia be taking... You can look up whether Mara Lago has a lien against it. Is Saudi Arabia paying any of Trump's bills right now? I'm not getting an affirmative on that. Just, I need some tea. We can't do a group hug until we have 200 people. Get your friends. Is a foreign entity paying for Mara Lago right now? Fox News reported Mara Lago received a notice of foreclosure. Is Jared Kushner paying for Mara Lago right now? It's Jared. You're telling me about Marjorie Trader Green having graduated from a business college? She is so dumb. That woman is so dumb. So it looks like Mara Lago is going to be Jared's until he goes to prison. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate that very much. Happy hump day, Betty. Happy hump month. Hump time of the month. Because it's the middle of the month. Your psychic light bulb worked, Damon's saying. There's a lien on Mara Lago. See? We get the news from each other. Can we talk about Telemundo canceling Biden campaign ads? I think that, yeah, let's read about that, because I heard about that today, and I don't think that's legal. I mean, they're always screaming about my First Amendment rights. I can, Trump is like, I can threaten the judge. I can spew violent rhetoric and quote Adolf Hitler. But Biden can't have an ad on Telemundo? I don't know that station. Obviously, it's a Latino station, but does Trump speak Spanish? I doubt it. I can't even imagine that. I feel like the Biden administration will be running ads on that station. I do. I feel like they will. Oh yeah, Alina Habba wears her FJB necklace. What kind of person? Remember when it didn't matter who the president was? The office got respect. It looks like that's going to change. The Telemundo radio will run Biden ads. I mean, are they really going to turn down the money? Because, not for anything, but I see the Biden administration raking in the dough. And I just mentioned two pretty huge, Taylor Swift is mega. Pretty huge pop stars. Pink is mega, not as big as Taylor Swift. And I see the Biden administration having lots and lots of money. Because you know what? When people get mad and they want to see change, they'll give. Yeah, I think that's going to change. I think that, I see Biden ads, Biden campaign ads on Telemundo Radio. Where is Telemundo Radio? There's a female here who's gonna be working on this, who's gonna be pushing this. Do you know where Telemundo Radio is? Is it like a podcast? Is it an actual radio station? Not sure. What kind? Betty Bunny has dark Brandon laser eyes. Get out! You never know around here. It's an interesting space that I'm in. I think, let's read on China, Biden and President Xi. I actually feel that President Xi is not feeling very confident about the Chinese economy. Telemundo is from Florida? Okay. It's a TV channel. Is it only in Florida? Oh, Cheryl's alerting me that this week we surpassed 200 people, so it's time for a group hug. See? You all count. Bingo. Ready? We are going to do a group hug on the count of 3, and we're going to really tune in and feel each other's support. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Group hug! Aw, you guys are so loving. I can feel it. Hallelujah. Warren's happy. Thanks, Cheryl, for keeping an eye on that. Yeah, group hug. Nice. Love and light to everyone. See, with this kind of energy, we can move mountains. Definitely. I'm going to pull 3 cards about Biden and President Xi and how that's going. I feel like President Xi is giving Biden what he's asking for. Yay, we did it. We did it. Love you too. I feel like China's giving Biden what he's asking for. I mean, and Joe Biden, part of his genius, and I think he's really wicked genius, Biden. Part of it is he really, Joe Biden really it would be more fitting if Biden had a book called The Art of the Deal than Trump. Dancing Warrior sending total love to you all. Right? Because Biden there's an art to the way that he makes deals. The headquarters for Telemundo is in Miami. So, as far as how it's going to go, yeah, this is China. The economy in China is horrid. Horrible. See, the cups are like spilling over. Yeah, this is not a prosperous card for China. Yeah, how great would it be? Oh my God, can you imagine how ballistic Trump would go if there was a Biden book called The Art of the Deal, or the Art of Foreign Deals, or can you imagine? We did the group hug, Kalani. Did you miss it? Biden is guided by the light. All right. Yeah, I feel like this is a really good thing for our economy. I feel like this is a really good thing for the economy, that he's going and meeting with President Xi. I'm not sure when he's coming back, but boy, that man does travel. He's always jet setting from here, there, and everywhere, isn't he, Joe Biden? I don't know how he deals with that jet lag, because it's not like he's going, like, flying to the West Coast or something. Yeah, I actually do feel that, oh, Kalani's getting a hug. Cheryl's giving you a hug. We'll do one at the end, too, before we say goodbye. Interesting. So we had no inflation in the month of October. Hello. I'm encouraging everybody, right to the lamestream news media. You should see this scathing letter I wrote. It wasn't mean. It was just direct. In which I said, you know, if you don't tout Biden's accomplishments and you keep Trump in the news all the time, you know, if you push him any further, aren't you afraid for your jobs if you start pushing Trump? Jet lag isn't that bad when you travel first class. No, but I have to disagree with that. It's hard on the body physically to travel. I mean, you totally dehydrate to travel that far. Let's pull 3 cards about how the rest of the year is going to go for Biden. His birthday's coming up next week, I think. Yeah, Biden's birthday is over, I think it's the 20th. Send him a birthday card. How things are going to go for Biden through the end of the year. Well, there's this Tower card. There's a lot going on. I'm not saying that something bad's going to happen. I'm just saying he's having to deal with a lot of things falling apart. Look at the House of Representatives, for instance. President Xi is near San Francisco, Cal, for an Asian summit meeting. Oh, is he here? I thought that Xi Jinping was. I thought Biden went to China. That would be better if he didn't have to go all the way to China. They voted to bypass the hold on promotions. It passed. Oh, good news! I told you that you know, I didn't think it would take that long, but I did see them going around. That just happened. That's good. Let's ring a bell. There'll be a time coming when these clowns are just sat down and said, "We're done. We're done. We're done with you. We're finished." Right? Wait, they changed the rules? I'm trying too hard to follow the chat. Let me stay focused. So from now to the end of the year, this is what Biden's dealing with. Joe Biden's dealing with this from now till the end of the year. The Ten of Wands is many burdens. The Tower is everything's crumbling and falling apart, but it's going to come together in a new way. So don't you worry your little heads or your big heads. We have to keep focusing our attention on the goal, The goal, yes, sending white light, sending white light. I pray every single day for this country. Don't let up. And let me just let you know that if you're just on the email list for grassrootsofdemocracy.com, you will be sent, even if you don't come to the meeting, you'll be sent the guided meditation for a healed America that happens every Tuesday. It just gets sent to you. We can make a huge difference. We are making a huge difference. We are. Yeah, it felt today, as far as news went, this has been the best day of the week in terms of the vibe out there. Yesterday was just, what was going on yesterday? It was crazy. I just see that the moon was in Sagittarius yesterday, but I mean, there was all that. Well, the truth is coming to light. And Sagittarius is about seeking truth. Real, actual truth. Since I'm speaking of truth, Trump's social media platform is $73 million in debt. I think, let's see. I mean, it's so obvious how down the tubes he's going. Is Truth Social going to fold? Is Truth Social going to go out of business? I gotta ask a different question. Is Truth Social going to go bankrupt? Are they lost 75 million? I'm getting that it's gonna go, well, see, it's not exactly bankruptcy. It's not exactly folding. Is somebody going to buy Truth Social? Is somebody going to buy Truth Social? It looks like someone's going to purchase it. So far we have somebody else is paying for Mara Lago, and we have somebody is going to purchase Truth Social. So what do you think? It looks like Trump doesn't have any money. Cheryl's saying she started to feel so much better the past couple days. Yeah, those two eclipses in October, one after another, and then this really intense new moon in Scorpio. Watch the Spirit Talk podcast from last week if you want more insight on the astrology. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, what do you think Elon's going to buy Truth Social? I don't think so. Twitter didn't go so well for him. Is Elon going to buy Truth Social? God, no. $75 million in debt. So all I'm seeing for Trump is debt. I mean, the cards that I pulled for Trump's lawyers earlier, the Four of Pentacles, that was holding back money. Trump has overseas cash stash and coffin cash. I don't see the coffin cash, and Jack Smith is investigating his overseas money connections. I just read on Truth Social. I think there's a delay. You're always goofing around. It's okay that you were goofing around, Philip. I'm wondering if I answered your question, Philip. I feel like it happens. Taking my warm boots off. It's finally warm in my office. The heat has been broken. Had to use a space heater. So, I'm going to pull 3 cards about Trump's financial situation. When is George Santos getting kicked out? He will get out. George Santos is on his way out too. Now, remember, time is hard to predict, but we were talking about Kevin McCarthy. We thought Kevin McCarthy would get booted in June. It took a few more months. I think that was last month. George Santos is going to be booted out, but it just hasn't happened yet. The energy is all there, right? Pinocchio, we call him. Is Pinocchio going to get booted out by the end of the year? Is he going to? Not by the end of the year. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. If you sat down and you thought Trump is paying the bills somehow. Yeah, well, Jared's got $2 billion. $2 billion is a lot of money. If you sat down and you wrote a list of all the clowns and the criminals in our government right now, first of all, there's 147 people seated in our government right now as we speak that were part of the insurrection. If you wrote a list of all the heinous clowns in our government, you would be fed up to hear and you would do something. Honestly, you would be fed up to hear. I mean, a lot of us are doing something. I'm not saying that you're not. I don't think 45 is paying any bills at all. I don't get that he's paying his bills. I always get that Trump has no liquid assets. That Trump's just, it's a smoke and mirrors show, and it always has been, and he's never really had, well, at least he's never had what he says he had. Failed casinos. Thank you, Thomas, who's reminding me it's almost time for a commercial. Yes, and we are really, really tired. If you made a list of all, if you want motivation, because it is motivating, watch I think it was Biggs, but I might have the name wrong, go to Midas Touch and watch the footage from the hearings today, the clown sham hearings with Christopher Wray, and you'll see what I was talking about. And if you make a list of all the horrible people that are in our government right now, you will get so furious that we're having to put up with this, that you'll join Grassroots Democracy, you'll join Democracy Docket, you'll join Chop Wood Carry Water. There's a lot of, you'll join Midas Touch and give the money. You will. You will. Trump is one. Right. So what I'm going to read on right now is how Trump's doing. Basic question we always ask, how is Trump doing? Failed everything. Failed everything. All I get about Trump is it's a smoke and mirror show. It always was, and it always still is, and it always will be. This is Trump right now. You tell me what you think. You readers, you've been following me long enough. We're kind of like a clique. We're kind of like a club. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Can't listen to Midas Touch? Well, to each his own. It's informative. This is where Donald Trump is right now. So you guys, let's play a little game. What do you think it means? They have till December 31st to do the merger, and then it's over for truth. Oh, they have until December. Oh, thank you, Rita. I didn't know it was that far along. I was just kind of wondering about the $75 million that they're in debt. They have to do a merger. What's the merger going to be? Any merger? Where's the Hot Witch cards? Those are my Halloween cards. We have to wait till next year. He hasn't gotten caught for real, but he's going to. I mean, he's been caught. Donald Trump has been caught. I know what you're saying, but it's not like there aren't all these court cases against. There's so many court cases we can't even keep track. What do you think that means? Out in the cold? Yes, this is where Trump is right now. Those don't look like prosperity cards now, do they? They missed the deadline in October. But who's the merger going to be with for Truth Social? So apparently, we're talking about Truth Social being $75 million in debt. And Rita's saying they have until December 31st to have a merger. But do they have someone in mind? What about the members? Well, how much is it to be on Truth Social? Do you have to pay? Philip says he feels bad for Trump when he has a life review. Yeah. Just for a little update, Biggs Clayton Moore, Marjorie Trader Green, it was Biggs, were all showing their insanity at the FBI hearing. That'll make you mad. Yes. These people are failing. These people are failing. And I want you all, I told you earlier, I was watching a video from January 21st, 2021, the video that I did, and I could see how shaken I was, and we all were, in 2021, in January, Inauguration Day. At least we're not there. The Four of Wands, okay. This is where Trump is. He's going to continue to make it look like he has money. To his fans. To his crazy cult followers. What's Warren saying? I'm not on Truth Social, I know. You're shocked, I can tell. Pro-democracy here. I don't know if they pay ahead to run the ads. I don't know how that works. So let me take a quick commercial break. My board, if I'm not careful, it gets all rubbed off. These aren't the best. First of all, please help me out. I'm starting to feel like we all have this cute little clique here. So, it's cute and everything. I would just like to grow it. So please hit the thumbs up. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm not leaving. I'm just doing a commercial break about what I have to offer. Share the video if it helps you. I'm going to start doing shorter ones on the off days, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Here's my commercial break. Don't just sit there. Don't just sit there with your questions. Get answers. I really can't read this backwards. Go to psychicannetteDion.com. Book a tarot reading, book life coaching, book a tea leaf reading, and in my class, I have to let you know twice more before you run out of time. I have a class called From Scarcity to Abundance. 'Tis the season to feel abundant. It really is. We're gonna do a deep dive and root out all the money, the lack programs, and we're going to bring everyone into a life of abundance. That's this Saturday, 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It's in Zoom. It's on Zoom. And you get a recording of the class, which includes a guided meditation for abundance also. So all my classes, you get a recording of the class afterwards. So you can take it as many times as you want because you can watch the recording. Every Sunday I have Church of Spirituality. Somebody left me a beautiful comment about it today. Robert, thank you so much. It meant a lot. Of everything that I do, that's the one that's really closest to my heart. I love everything that I do, but Church of Spirituality is something special, and I'm really grateful for it. It's every single Sunday at 1 Eastern Time. I do a Thanksgiving service too, and that's going to be at noon on Thanksgiving Day. We'll have an extra Church of Spirituality service focused on gratitude. Grassroots of Democracy is every Tuesday. We do a 20 on Tuesdays guided meditation for a healed America. You receive that afterwards too. On Thursdays we have a discussion group, so join us for our discussion group. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Thursdays, it's really good. We can come and we share information with one another so that we're more powerful. Like 10, 12 heads are better than one. Because if I've read something and someone didn't know about it, then they can get that information. Somebody else has read something and I didn't know about it. So it makes us more powerful. Thank you, Darren. And thank you to those of you who have donated to me. It really helps me to keep going financially. So thank you. Sign up for From Scarcity to Abundance on psychicannetteDion.com. You want to take that class. It's a good one. And Grassroots of Democracy, sign up for that. And what else? When you become a member, you receive an affirmation in your inbox every Monday through Friday, and that's a great way to start your day. Thank you, Bond Blue, for that beautiful acknowledgement, and all of you. Who's stepping down? Somebody's saying someone's stepping down. Yeah, our discussion group for Grassroots of Democracy is great. We get it all out. We get it all out of our systems. Let's go to my cute little deck that I read from the other night. Oh, it's so cute and little, I can't see it. Where the heck did it go? Here it is. That's how little it is. Okay. I swear to you, this morning, I had Morning Joe on in the background, and Mike Barnacle from Boston. I remember he used to be a writer in the Boston Globe about sports, I think. Anyway, Mike Barnacle, who was on Morning Joe. I almost fell off my chair. I was talking on Monday night. Remember I read on it, is MAGA Mike Johnson, is he a robot? And Mike Barnacle actually said this morning, I wonder if he's an AI robot. Did anybody hear that? Because he acts like one. I think the reason that he didn't vote for a government shutdown, MAGA Mike, was so he could do his other conniving. So it's a cover. I'm telling you, it's a cover. He's so robotic. So when we were reading on it the other day, I just want to, I want to find something for you. When we were reading on it the other day, what I determined was that it wasn't that he's a robot. He's not an actual, I mean, these are like real questions to ask nowadays. Because there are robots that look exactly like humans. I just want to read you this. Newly elected House Speaker Mike Johnson doesn't hide his religion or his belief in the primacy of his Christian beliefs. Yeah, okay, so we know that. But he wants to... What Mike Johnson is working on right now is that he wants to seriously, that's not what I was looking for, but seriously, he wants to cut Social Security and Medicare. He's really getting down. MAGA Mike has dead eyes. Yeah, I think that's true. He's really getting down to take away, yeah, Mike Barnacle suffers no fools. It's kind of the Boston, New York thing. That's what he's planning to take down. To take down Social Security and Medicare. The cruelty is the point. This is not unlike the Taliban in terms of mentality. This is not unlike terrorists where the cruelty is the point. I'm not saying he's a terrorist. I'm saying they're trying to destroy anything that helps the people. Think about it. Think about how much money they're wasting on these clown hearings. It won't pass the Senate. But anyway, you know how conniving they are. And you know in Ohio, even though they voted to make abortion legal again, even though they voted in Ohio to make abortion legal, women having a right to have bodily autonomy, the Republicans are going to work trying to strip the judicial system right now. They're trying to change it like Viktor Orban style. The Republicans in Ohio, the fascists, are trying to take away the right that Ohio voters just worked so hard to get to be part of their state constitution. That's what they're doing. If you're not mad as hell, you're not paying attention. You know that saying? Yeah, I don't get that they'll succeed either, but it's because the people have the power. Okay, vote, vote, vote. Make sure you're registered to vote. Start now. We have less than a year till the presidential election. So I'm going to pull 3 cards about Mike Johnson's fate. I don't see him lasting much longer. We can ask the pendulum. MAGA Mike. Will MAGA Mike still be in the speaker's seat in December? Whoa, wait, no, that's got to be. Some people are now just waking up. I actually think the Hitler quotes and saying he's going to arrest people and prosecute them and send them away to camps and deport people, and, you know, I think that Trump saying all that stuff is waking people up. Dale doesn't understand why anyone would want others to suffer. Let me explain something. If you did a little bit of research about the brain and you looked at an MRI of a sociopath and an MRI compared to a split screen, like compared to the MRI of a normal person, their brains are different. And I think it's really important to understand that, because what comes to my mind is, remember when Susan Collins said that she thought that Trump learned his lesson after the second impeachment? We can't have that kind of a consciousness. We can't think, oh, well, they care. No, they don't. Mike Johnson doesn't care. Will Mike Johnson be in the speaker's seat through the month of December? I'm getting a no. I'm going to pull 3 cards about that. We're going to pull our mini cards about that. All right, let's see. About Mr. Johnson's fate. Well, this doesn't look good for Mike Johnson. This is the 10 of Pentacles. He's trying to, it's almost like, I have this image of somebody with the ground is splitting and somebody's trying to stay on both sides of the split. That's what I feel Mike Johnson's going through. He's trying to do this little dance where he's pleasing everyone, which is what McCarthy was trying to do too. Who's paying for Trump's legal fees? I don't think he's paying his legal fees. So that's MAGA Mike. The 2 of Wands, he's just going to be straddling. I don't see how he's really going to do anything. And it will become clearer and clearer to the Democrats, all Democrats, what they're up to. They really, MAGA Mike and all the Freedom Caucus, and by the way, Ken Buck just like quit. He stepped down, right? He was part of the Freedom Caucus. It's not working for them. It's not working for the MAGA cultists. It's not working for the insurrectionists. And if by chance, let me just tell you something. This is me just saying something. If anything happened to Donald Trump, and I love these cards too. They're really cool. The Darkwood Tarot. I hadn't seen. This is a Llewellyn thing too. Llewellyn has great products. That's where I got my calendar and I'll read those other cards, the Llewellyn cards, next time. If anything ever happened to Donald Trump, and I'm talking about like if Donald Trump just was no longer with us, then the entire justice system would not be dealing with that, because if he were gone, I'm just painting a picture. If that happened, then when the cult leader's gone, the cult falls apart. Yeah, Kevin McCarthy's such a jerk. Anyway, so I have the Devil card here. This is good versus evil. Yeah, this is, I don't even remember what I was asking. But I have good versus evil. This is the United States against the devil. It's the United States against the devil. And this is January 6th. So I'm just saying, I guess it's... I'm trying not to get in trouble here. I'm not saying that Trump is going to drop dead. But if he did, the whole thing would fall apart. That's all I'm saying. Please hit the thumbs up. I need support. Yeah, Divine, he's another one. DeWine, not Divine. DeWine and GOPers have had things tied up in court in Ohio. Yeah, they're gerrymandering like crazy in Ohio. Let's remember there was that big accident that toxified an entire community in Ohio, and DeWine didn't. Joe Biden called and he was like, "Oh, we're all set." That's who you want in charge of your state? Wake up, people! But this is a Six of Cups. So I was just talking and I was pulling cards about if anything happened for Trump and he was no longer on this earthly plane. The devil, this is what's going on anyway. Without that part of the scenario. The Star card, this is the United States against the devil. Is somebody saying something about somebody being afraid? You have a right to be afraid. We can't pretend we're not afraid. I mean, what's going on over there? I feel like we're having a therapy session. We kind of are. It kind of is a therapy session, right? I'm so glad I live in a blue state too. We have to help the people in the red states. So yeah, this is a Six of Cups. There's plenty and plenty of evidence against these insurrectionists. Plenty. I have almost 7,500 subscribers on YouTube. I should have so many more thumbs up. I don't know what's going on. Let me just say, I really appreciate you guys. We have a lot of fun. We go over a lot of news. We tell a lot of jokes, and we laugh a lot. And if my YouTube channel isn't really growing, oh well. I'm not gonna bang my head against the wall, because that would ruin it. You want me conscious, I think. Josh Hawley has been awfully quiet. The MAGA is going down, and I just want to tell you, part of the reason MAGA is going down is because of our thought energy taking them down. I'm serious. Pour all your thought energy into Democrats. More Democrats running in elections, winning. So, before we go tonight, we have to... I just want to read, it's so interesting, like what's going on energetically that these Republicans, I mean, I feel like I'm back out drinking at the dive bar when a couple guys had too much to drink, and I'm having to jump in, and that feeling of I need to jump in like Bernie Sanders had, I'm sure. I got to stop them from fighting. That's the closest comparison I can make. Honestly. What the heck? What's Thomas saying? I can lay my head on Damon's shoulders. Yeah, the YouTube thing, I mean, the algorithms and, just... It's not worth it to worry about it. I don't care anymore. Like, if I don't have enough thumbs up and subscribers, of course I'm going to ask, but we do what we can. Isn't it? I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. You've all been at the bar when a fight broke out. I would just get in the middle of it and say, "Stop fighting!" That's what it was like. Concerned about the unintended consequences of You're not being trashed, Abby. Let's take a pause and send Abby some positive energy. There's a bottle drop. I want to just say something. The reason we come together is so we can feel a virtual community. We can feel each other's support. So if Abby's expressing that she's worried about something, that's okay. We're here to lift you up. Time for a group hug? All right, let's do a group hug because it's a scary time and we need to support each other. I just get upset when people get all pessimistic, that's all. Yeah, I know. But when you're all like upset, then it affects me. All right, 1, 2, 3. Big supportive hug. There's some really good souls in this group. Really good people. I can feel it. It's genuine. We're not going to lose, Abby. That's the thing. We're not going to lose. We're winning. Donald Trump keeps losing. These people are making absolute idiots out of themselves. Think about this. Think about when they're not in office anymore. What are their lives going to be like? All these MAGA people that are illegitimately in their seats, when they're no longer in their seats because they pissed off too many people, and we fought and fought and fought and fought to save our democracy and we won. What kind of life is Lauren Boebert going to have? What kind of life is Marjorie Taylor Greene going to have? Let's think about it. Their day is coming. And everybody here loves you, Abby. Stay for the love. We have to read on MAGA Mike first. Oh, we kind of read on him. Let's read on... No, actually, I want to pull 3 more cards about MAGA Mike. I don't know why. There's a lot going on. Most people didn't expect him to go ahead and not shut down the government. I expected him to go ahead and not shut down the government. I did expect that. Yeah, so this is what MAGA Mike is doing. He's placating. He's placating the Democrats. He's still got a lot up his sleeve. Putin is dead. Well, there's a lot of doubles for Putin. Yeah, Mitt Romney quit because of all the death threats. Yeah. MAGA Mike's illicit activity will be exposed. Remember, he has no bank accounts. He has no bank accounts. MAGA Mike has no bank accounts. I was picking up he was being paid by the Federalist Society. I was picking up a lot of illicit money, and I'm not convinced that MAGA Mike doesn't have connections with Russia. I'm just saying I'm not convinced. Okay, so the sun is that MAGA Mike's crimes will be in the spotlight as he's continuing to try to do deals that look like he's being a nice guy. He's a little bit more like a Ron DeFascist. Mike Johnson, I'll tell you about Mike Johnson's energy besides that he feels like a robot to me. People keep putting up Putin dead. There's been several Putins. The 2017 Putin is no longer with us. It doesn't take a psychic. He's got a lot of body doubles. MAGA Mike, of the 3, Trump, Ron DeFascist, and MAGA Mike hides things way more. He really, top priority is hiding. Trump just comes out with it. So where does his congressional paycheck get? That is an excellent question. Where does his congressional paycheck get deposited? I see investigations. I see the Sun card coming from MAGA Mike. You know, and if you think about how much the need to know has been amped up, MAGA Mike is taking church money. How much? We're just going, no, we need to look into that. There's a lot more of that going on than ever. So let's look. Let's pull 3 cards about where his money's coming from. I mean where his money's going, right? Coming from too, but I was just talking about the congressional paychecks. Stealing from the United States. Where MAGA Mike's money's coming from, I feel, okay, so what I'm picking up on is tax evasion. And some money laundering. This is, yeah, MAGA Mike is out to hurt the United States. Hello? MAGA Mike is out to hurt the United States. One more time. MAGA Mike is out to hurt the United States. Too many crooks, so many crooks, too many crooks. Very many crooks. Yeah, it will become exceedingly clear if it's not been clear already. It's exceedingly clear. Yes, we are underestimating the religious extremists. Yeah, so he's an enemy. He's doing what he can behind the scenes to hurt the United States. I'm not saying he's going to succeed because there's a slew of evidence against him. And Jack Smith is following the money. You know, we always say Jack Smith, but it's not just Jack Smith. He's got hundreds of people working for him. The DOJ has hundreds of people working. Probably thousands, right? Before we go, gosh, where'd the time go? I must have been just blabbering too much. Before we go, I want to read, I haven't drank my tea yet. I want to read. The other thing I didn't do is put things on the gratitude tree. Give me a couple things to put on the gratitude tree. Before I read on the clowns and whether this nonsense, you know, wanting to beat each other up is going to continue. Okay, 2 things that you're grateful for. Yeah, Angela M is saying bait and switch. Yeah. Bait and switch is MAGA Mike's, tactic. Yes. You're grateful for tea? I gotta write 2 things that we're grateful for that have to do with our democracy. Today is November 15th. Promotions. Did the promotions happen? Okay, we're going to put Bernie Sanders on the gratitude tree. Somebody said, gosh, he was really mad yesterday. I totally... What else? Grateful for banned books. So grateful for people standing up for books. Aw, thank you. You're grateful for me. People standing up for books. All right, that's 2. Grateful for those who support democracy. Let me put these on my tree. Hang on. People standing up for books and Bernie Sanders. It's a new thing. In 5 years, sorry, I don't mean to turn my back to you. And in 5 years, people are going to have gratitude trees. You're wondering if MAGA Mike has a bank account under an assumed name. I don't think he has a bank account. I'm going to need a bigger tree. I know, that tree has little spikes coming out of it, so I can... It's only, a few more PNNs before Thanksgiving. I mean, we're doing this for Thanksgiving. Is there uranium in Trump's coffin? In Trump's coffin? Ivana's? Oh my gosh, we went through a whole slew of PNNs with what's in Ivana's coffin? I don't see anything. So the question, we'll ask the tea leaves in a second what they have for us. Woo. But what I want to know is if these antics are going to continue. James says he thinks that MAGA Mike gives the money to the church. to just hand over his paycheck? Doesn't he have like 5 kids? And somebody, as far as MAGA Mike goes, somebody was asking MAGA Mike about some money situation. Oh, it was about this issue. And it might have even been on Fox. You may have seen it. And she's asking why his money is not traceable. And he totally started talking about, I'm a man of humble means, and I have 5 kids, and it was like, answer the freaking question. Anyway, hang on. I'm reading about whether the hullabaloo is going to continue with the MAGA people. Yeah, they're probably going to fight. We're probably going to see a fist fight. We're probably going to see a fist fight. I could see a brawl between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert. I mean, when it comes to the girls, right? Yeah, we're going to see more craziness. We're just going to watch. This is a hangman. This is a surrender card. We're going to see them going after each other. These fascist Republicans, there's a lot of hatred there. There's a lot of hatred there. I mean like, I hate to say it, but you know how some people like in families just despise each other? Unfortunately, that's the case in some families. Oh yeah, they left, and then they left. Will the call for a mistrial be successful attacking Judge Engeron? I have to know more about that. I don't see any problem for Engeron. Remember, Judge Engeron is just acting as the jury, right? That's all he's doing. But as far as the MAGA crazies, they will continue to fight. Somebody might get hurt. And I want to find out too if they're allowed to bring guns on the floor, because I'm wondering if something, they're just going to keep fighting, and this is not, I feel like this is just the beginning. They're imploding. They're imploding. Honestly. Did you ever think this is where we would be? It used to be a privilege to serve in the United States Congress. It used to be a high honor. It used to require dignity and high intellect. We're going to see some really clear documents come out really soon. It looks like some clear decisions come out really soon. I feel like that this represents protection of our Social Security and Medicare. I see the Republicans losing on that front, losing their plans to take away Social Security. I see the Democrats getting really clever. They're smarter. Thank you, Joanne. We're keeping each other sane. Yeah, you couldn't spell potato wrong, and you know, if you held a public office, it was required that you were intelligent, or that you would you know, you'd have some shame and you wouldn't take a position, or you wouldn't run for a position if you were a freaking idiot. Thomas sees a lion. Good. You see a lion? Cool. I see a seahorse here. There is a seahorse here. A seahorse is represents a, and I see there's a centaur, the Sagittarius sign right here. The arrow's kind of going the other way, but yeah, wow. I feel like December, there's some gifts coming in December in terms of good news. Did the electoral college electorates, it's so hard for me to see the chat. If you make sense, it helps me. You see the horse? Yeah. Yeah, so there's a lot. I actually see a lot of good things coming in the tea leaves tonight. And it's us together making a difference and making an impact with our thoughts, with our action. There's a chicken. There's actually a lot of good fortune in the cup. I see a lot of good fortune. I see some. There's a broom. Remember when Donald Trump kept saying he was going to drain the swamp? Guess what? We're going to drain the swamp. There's a broom here over the star, which the star represents America. So I want to encourage everybody. Maybe I'll post this too. I'm going to post this one. James is apologizing for being all over the place. It's fine. It's pretty funny, actually. It's really hilarious to me trying to keep up with it with you guys. It's a challenge, but it's fun. I like a challenge. Yeah, they used to be intelligence. Rita sees witches being accepted. I love it. People are just like keep telling me I should run for office, and I'm like, that would be a real witch hunt. That would be too dangerous. So anyway, there's a lot of good coming. I see an angel there, an angel or a fairy. We are coming together. We are being forced to come together. But guess what? It's fun. Darren sees witches on brooms. That's a good thing. Yeah. And let me tell you something else. If it weren't for Donald Trump, I probably would have never met you all virtually. Think about it. Always look at the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side. Always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. And Cheryl sees a dove. I actually feel like we're going to see. We haven't been talking about the Middle East. It's really, frankly, it's very, very, so painful. But I actually see progress. And I know that there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that are doing a lot of prayer and meditation and intention work around the world. So don't lose hope. Be hopeful. And in my saucer, I see, there's a saucer also. And for some reason, this tea leaf fell on Scorpio. This Scorpio energy that's going on right now is the great cosmic Drano, transforming everything. Stick with the high vibe. If you need to know how to get a higher vibe, book a session, even if it's just a tea leaf reading. Come to the class. The new moon was yesterday. It was Monday. The new moon in Scorpio, yeah. But there's other scorpionic things going on in the cosmos. So if you watch last week's astrology show with Kathy Beale, you'll get the lowdown on that. Please consider coming to the class this weekend. PsychicAnnetteDion.com, From Scarcity to Abundance. We're going to do a deep dive into our old lack and limitation programs, and we're going to help each other, and it's going to be transformative. So PsychicAnnetteDion.com. Hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for hitting the thumbs up and subscribing. And share. Let's get my numbers up, because it's more fun for all of us when there's more people too. And by the way, there's a turkey feather above my sign. Can't really see it, but getting there. All right, back on Friday. Come to Grassroots of Democracy. I love you much, and thanks for lifting each other up when somebody gets a little bit down in the chat. It means a lot. Namaste.